First of all, does anybody have anything they wish to discuss concerning the last race in Malaysia? At the end of the race, after the end of the race, when Seb had his accident, he jumped on the side of, I think it was Pascal's car, which was very kind of you to give him a lift, but we had dispatched the medical car and he had just pulled up, in fact. And I think it would have been a little safer if you'd just jumped in the medical car.
Yeah, the team told me afterwards that the medical car was 200 meters behind.
It was following you, but yeah, it would be a bit better if you did that, if you wouldn't mind. So
one thing, I heard that Sebastian didn't put the steering wheel back on.
Seb actually took his steering wheel with him.
Yeah, so...
I think it was a reasonable common sense approach for us to take, not to do anything about the fact that he didn't leave it on the car, fitted to the car. A, the race had finished, and B, the car clearly didn't need the steering wheel for the marshals to manoeuvre it, you know, which was the sole reason for actually asking you to leave the steering wheel with it. So for me, under the circumstances, it was not worth reporting to the stewards.
Charlie,
Roman?
after the checker flag, are you allowed to undo the belt?
No.
All right.
Any further?
Well, I think Lewis has been doing it quite a lot.
You say undo or loosen them?
Yeah.
I think reasonably, loosening them is reasonable, don't you? You should undo, and I thought you meant take them off completely.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really undo them. I'm just asking because, you know, I think it's great for the fans, but I just wanted to make sure that...
No, I think at the speeds Lewis was driving at, I would have said that was a perfectly reasonable thing to allow him to do.
So you can undo them?
Loosen them, I said, not undo them. I think there's a big difference.
You cannot lose. It's very difficult to just lose. You need to take it out. You know?
I was asked a question, can you undo them? And I said, no, you should not undo them. But I think if you can loosen them off, then I don't see a big issue with that. But you're saying you don't think you could anyway. The only option you would have is to undo them.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think this has become a big issue, has it, Lewis? What do you do? Do you loosen them or do you undo them?
No. I don't do it very often, but sometimes. Montreal I did, and maybe other races.
May have started something here, Roman.
I think it's great. It's great for the fans because they get to see a bit more of the drive, so I just wanted to get a clarification, you know.
Why would you need clarification on it?
Because sometimes you don't put the steering wheel back on and you can get a fine, and it doesn't make sense when the wheels are completely out of the car. And just wanted to know.
Interesting.
Okay. We can clarify that if you really think it's worth it. I'm not sure.
We're driving so slow, but I mean,
Yeah.
maybe Sebastian should keep his on. You're driving so slow now.
Steering wheel or belt?
That is something that we've seen can happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really. Needn't have, of course, but it did. Something similar could happen.
You know, it's not a start an argument or whatever. I just want to know what can we do or what can we not do, and what are the rules. It's as simple as that.
Well, I don't think you should undo your belts. I don't think that's a very good thing. I think we've seen what can happen on a slowing down lap. So I think it's a very bad practice to undo your belts. But I always felt that when you see someone sort of going a bit further forward in the cockpit than you would normally expect them to be, I'd imagined that you undid your sort of loosened off your shoulder belts. But it appears not to be the case.
I mean, I've only done it, you know, when you win to be able to wave the fans.
I understand, yeah.
So, but do slow down massively, so basically on idle.
Anything else then, gentlemen? No? Okay.